Hey, welcome to Cerebro. Cerebro was designed from the ground up to turn overwhelming amount of information into clear, actionable insights. Every 24 hours, we create more content than the entire 5,000 years of written human history combined. Access to information used to be a privilege, and now it's mostly noise. How many times have you basically had 20 tabs open trying to basically go through information, be it a YouTube video or blog post on something that you are researching? It is a lot of content to consume, and most of the time, we don't even know if that content is accurate or not. The best way for you to actually learn something is for you to cross reference between multiple different documents and try to understand what are the first principles of these documents. With Cerebro, instead of passively consuming endless amount of content, we help you actively turn that into useful insights. And as your knowledge grows, Cerebro grows with you, help you connect the dots in different sources. So let me show you how it works. When you open Cerebro, you're going to see a very simple dashboard. In here, you can basically upload websites, blog posts, YouTube videos, PDFs. Cerebro supports uploading entire books without limitation. You can put 1,000 pages book and Cerebro will still perform the same. For this example, I'm going to use the example of a podcast by My First Million. You have multiple ways to upload by clicking this button, but for now, I'm just going to do a Control V and select the folder that I want to save that content. In this case, I'm just going to create a new one and call it marketing. Then select the folder and let Cerebro do its magic. Now you're going to see that this is going to take a couple of minutes. And the reason for that is because right now, Cerebro is learning from the content. It's actually going through every single step of the content and understanding what is the content about. Once this is done, you can just basically go ahead and open the content. You're going to see that one, Cerebro basically adds your reference in here so you can watch the content. And then before you go into the analysis, one important thing to keep in mind is that Cerebro actually gives you the final content here. So you have like the full original content here. You're going to understand why in a second. The most interesting thing about Cerebro is that it understands the concept and breaks down everything for you. If you scroll down, you're going to see that this is even going to help you in your research even further by giving you ideas of further researches. Now, Cerebro is basically packed with a bunch of tools to make your research easier. For example, you can simply go to Nova and ask a question. Once Nova basically gives you the headlines, you have a couple of other things that you can do. For example, if I click on this button, you can basically get what is from the chat directly into your document. The other thing is you can ask follow-up questions. For example, reading the story of that person, you're going to see that Cerebro is able to understand context, and it's going to understand that by the first one, you mean the first headline. You can continue the conversation and basically learn as much as you can. You're going to notice that we also have this tab here called Notes. Notes is designed to make your life easier when it's come to basically finding the exact information that you need. For example, you can color code information by highlighting this and simply select a color. No matter where you are in the document, you can always click to go back to where that note was. If you need to edit the note or add comments, you can simply expand the note and edit the note or add a comment. Now, the true power of Cerebro comes with connecting information. If you go over to the brain area, you're going to see that for every document that you upload, Cerebro is able to connect the dots across multiple different documents. And it learns as you go. Now, there is another thing that you can do, which is expand that view even further by enabling split compounding. With split compounding, Cerebro is able to analyze even more tags and being able to understand what are even like more connections between the different sources that you uploaded. Now, finding these connections is not enough because you can understand the data, you can zoom in to see what each tag is, but that doesn't really give you that much of an insight. The true power of Cerebro comes when you select, for example, a tag And you can see that multiple different documents have that tag. But you want to compare basically what is that about. So you can simply click on the tag, and Siri will be able to analyze between the multiple different documents what are their perspectives around that idea. So once it's done, you're going to be able to see that it not only gives you the different documents saying, hey, like this document talks about this, in the episode one it talks about this, and in this one it talks about this, but it also talks about what are the patterns between that and what are the differences and contradictions, and also the summary of what it finds between that data. So Cerebro gets more powerful as you learn. The more content that you provide, the more you can learn. The cool part about this is that we have way more tools inside of the platform already prepared to make your research better. And every single day, we work on shipping new ideas and way more cool features. And right now, you can already use Cerebro to help you in your research. One other thing that I want to keep in mind is that at the end of the day, we are building Cerebro for you. So if you want a feature, you can simply go into feedback, submit a feature, and we are going to build that for you. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in Cerebro.